This course is on confidence building, right? I'll ask, what is that you expect from this course? What is your expectation out of this course? Why did you join for such a course? Motivation. So for you, confidence is motivation. Okay. What else? Boost your morals. Okay. So confidence means moral. Good. Then. Pardon? Your strength of your mind. Okay. Then. Self-confidence. Okay. Self-confidence. Then. What is self-confidence? Related to the topic, there is only one word which came, self-confidence. So what is self-confidence? Do the right things? Is that self-confidence? Okay. Dare to do something. Okay. How many of you can swim? Swimming. You can swim? Anywhere? Across the sea? You have not tried. How confident you are in swimming in the sea? Okay, few minutes you can. How many of you can climb steps in a ladder, given ladder? Given ladder, climbing steps. All of you know how to climb on steps, you know. Why you are not raising your hand? Raise your hand if you can. Okay, good. But the ladder is 3,000 steps. How confident you are? You know, after some time, after 10-15 feet, your legs will start shivering and you will fall down. Is it not? You know how to swim, but seeing the sea, you will not be able to swim most of the time if you don't have. And he says he can because he had an earlier practice. So where do you get confidence? If you don't know swimming, you cannot swim. You have no confidence in swimming. Second question, you know swimming, but then I give a criteria that you have to swim in the sea. Then he says, I have no experience in swimming. Therefore, confidence depends on two parameters. What is first parameter? Knowledge. Knowledge is not the right word. Skill is the right word. Knowledge is only theoretical. When it comes to practicing knowledge, that's called skill. So you should have skill. Then second one, you should have experience. If these two things are there, confidence is there. But then she put something else, which is self-confidence. You have experience, you also know how to swim, but even then you will be scared sometimes. Is it not? You know driving, you have driven, but still when you wanted to go out, you will have some fear. You will see some people are scared of driving. Why? Because you don't know your own capability. You can swim because you have a skill. Your assessment on skill is good. Your assessment on experience is also good. Sometimes experience is good. Sometimes experience is bad experience for some people. Assume that you are a good driver. You have a capability to drive and you are well experienced and you are driven without any problem. Wherever you want to drive, you will drive. But once you meet with one accident, finished. One accident is enough. What is that you are losing there? Your confidence is lost. So sometimes experience will give you confidence. Sometimes experience will give you not having confidence. The result will be not having confidence. How confident you are after the class from this place to go back to your place of stay? Is there any problem? You are very free. You have no problem, right? No? You have full confidence that you can take, if bus is not available, you will catch an auto and then go to your place. Is it not? Why? Because you know the ways, you know the language, you know the path, you know the auto and driver cannot cheat you. You have sufficient knowledge. So having knowledge is good, having skill is good, having experience is good. But assume you had a bad experience with one bad driver. Then what will happen? Then finished. You will not have the courage. You will not have the confidence in the auto driver. Sometimes you will lose your confidence. Sometimes you are losing confidence in whom? The auto driver. But you don't mind going in a bus. You understood? Sometimes your confidence is not with you. The confidence is with somebody else. Your father is confident that you will succeed in examination, but you are not confident. Sometimes somebody will have confidence on you, but you don't have confidence on him. That's what happens. Your parents will have no tension when you are going for examination, but you will have tension. So sometimes the success, sometimes the failure, sometimes the knowledge, sometimes the experience, all these will act a lot in your confidence. And what is the result? Either you will be able to perform or you will not be able to perform. These are two things which can happen. Confidence question comes only when you want to do some activity, perform something. That time only confidence will come. Sitting idle, don't do anything, no thinking process, there is no question on confidence. Whether you can do it or not. In that case only confidence will be under question. Is it not? So any performance, any activity performing depends on three parameters. Any performance depends on three parameters. Which are the three parameters? To do anything, what is that you want? Skill. You need skill. Okay. So the first parameter is skill. Second parameter, experience. We have added experience along with that confidence. And confidence, I also told the confidence depends on you and on somebody else. Or somebody is feeling on you. All that together can be put as one single word. Tell me, what is that? The courage also becomes along with that. You will be more courageous if you have experience. That's called the self-confidence will be internal. The confidence generally is called an external confidence. Either you have a confidence with somebody else or somebody else has confidence on you. Somebody will entrust a job to you and you can do it. That entrusting job will be depend on their confidence in you. Correct, no? And that's what you build up by time. All that together can be called as attitude. Okay? All your internal feelings and the feelings which somebody else have on you is together called an attitude. So you have first skill, second attitude, third one more parameter I said. What is the third parameter? Think divergent. People should think divergent. Tell me anything, whichever you like. That all becomes part of your attitude. Willpower, that all becomes part of attitude. You name anything that's part of attitude. Is it not? Hard work is also part of skill. You attain more skill, then hard work is not required. Hard work is not important. A skillful attitude is important. So skill is there, attitude is there. What more? I know swimming and I have a good attitude to swim. That's all becomes skill. Sources, that's what it is. I know swimming and I have a good attitude to swim, but there is no water. How do I swim? Is it not? I know swimming, I have a good attitude, courage is there, everything is there, but where do I jump if water is not there? I can drive well. I have a good attitude to drive. I have both the skill as well as driving capability, but no car with me. What do I do? So opportunity is essential. What is the third parameter? Opportunity. So anybody can perform if you have got three parameters. One, you should have skill. Second, you should have attitude. Third, you should have opportunity. Without opportunity, you cannot do anything. I can talk, and I have a good attitude to talk. I have a skill to do this. But Ramakrishna Math is not calling. What do I do? Can I call everybody and pay money? You please listen to my lecture. I will give you 100 rupees to you. So opportunity is essential. Then only you can do. How do you create opportunity if it is not there? That's a problem. You have skill, you have attitude, but opportunity is not there. You become depressed. In life you cannot be happy. I have every capability to do things, but nobody is giving me opportunity. Then whatever you learn, whatever capability you have will become useless. Such people will become psychic, depressed. They will become upset. Then what will happen, you know? The result of that will become having no confidence. Because you have capability but there is no place to practice it. What will happen? You will lose your confidence. Slowly your confidence will go. Your attitude will become negative. You will forget your skill. Opportunity is essential in life. Which is not in your control, which is in control of others. It's not in your control, it's in control of others. But I will now change it again. Assume you have opportunity, sufficient water is there. And you have skill also. You know how to swim, but you are scared. Then what will happen? What is lacking? Attitude is lacking. Assume you lack attitude, then the life is much more horrible. You cannot live in this world. You have sufficient opportunity, you have ability also, but you cannot do it. There are sufficient opportunities to become lecturers. You have also post-graduation with you, but you are scared of meeting students. Finished, you cannot become a lecturer. You know how to cook at home, you can cook. There is no servant maid on it, but you don't have a confidence of cooking. Then what you will do? That also become useless. That's much more horrible. Third thing, you have opportunity, you have attitude, but you have no skill. That is also much dangerous. You wanted to do, but you don't know how to do that. You wanted to drive. You have car also with you, but you don't know driving. Then that will become much more worse. It is not that you will get affected, others will get affected. You have opportunity to teach. You have a mood of teaching also, but you are not a good teacher. What will happen? The students will suffer. Isn't it? So if you have no skill, others will suffer. If you have skill and the other two, any one of them is absent, then you will suffer. All these things have to be balanced well. Very rarely it is possible. No guarantee that you will get everything equally in your life. But if you get it, you are the most wise person. You will become excellent in your life. You will enjoy your life. What is most essential in this if you start looking at? Assume that there is no skill, but you have attitude. You don't know swimming, but you like to swim. Then what you will do? You will learn swimming, correct? No? And assume you don't have a swimming pool around, no water around. If you have a lot of interest in swimming, and you know swimming, what you will do? You will search for that opportunity. So what is more important? Attitude is more important. If you have attitude, opportunity and skill, you will make it. Okay? You have qualification, but you have no mood to do a job. Advertisements will keep coming in papers, but you will never see them. If you have attitude, you will hunt for advertisements and you will get some job. So more important in life is to have a good attitude. Anyway, we have taken birth in this world. One day we will die. Is it not? How long we will live? Nobody knows. Nobody knows when we are going to die. When you live in this world, live like a flame. Live with full courage, full enthusiasm. Whatever we can do, try to do it. There is no point in living in this world like a smoke. Live like a flame, but don't live like a smoke. Nothing is lacking in us. We have every capability to do. Our strength is much more than what we can think of. Our strength is much more than what we can think of. We have a lot of capability physically, emotionally, and we came from same factory where others have also come, and they do much better than us. We are seeing many people around us doing wonderful, much better than us. What is extra for them? Why somebody else is able to do and we are not able to do? What is lacking in us? What is extra for them? If you analyze, there is nothing extra for them. There is nothing extra for them. Only we are lazy. Basically we are lazy. We give reasons for not doing things in our life. We say that I don't know how to do this. Did you try? And did you fail in that? Wonderful, no? Then you have experience of failing once. It's good. Now try once again because you get experience. While writing exam, people don't have our confidence. I've seen people shivering in writing exams, attending interview. These are all general problems. Why? What will happen if you write an exam and you fail? You can write again. It's a wonderful chance, you know. Is it not? Some question paper will be there. Write only 5 answers. Why do you stop writing 5 answers? For me, generally, when there is a choice, I don't leave choice. I will write everything. Only 5 questions you have to answer. Write all the 10. No, let the masters read and enjoy. It's a rare chance for you to write. Do you have to pay extra money for answer sheets? No? You don't have to, no? Only your ink is wasted. Anyway, you are sitting 3 hours. 2 hours minimum you have to write. In 2 hours, how many pages you can write? I used to write my LLB and MBA exams. 60 pages I used to write because I have chance to write, you know. And some professor has to read this. He is paid, you know. It's a wonderful chance for us to write. Whatever we feel like, write down. Let him get educated. It's a wonderful chance. Don't leave anything untouched. So what will happen maximum? You will fail. Wonderful. Again you can write, no? You have no guarantee. We have a long life. Why do you worry? We want to finish the course in 5 years. Let us finish in 10 years. No. Studying everything thoroughly. If you know, do you have any worry? You can write it perfectly. If you don't know, why do you worry anyway? You will see others are all searching. And you don't have to anyway nothing to write. So you just sit there and look at others. Enjoy seeing them searching. No. Full tension. So enjoy that. You don't have to worry. Either you know you don't have to worry. If you don't know, you don't have to worry. In both cases, you don't have to worry. So most of the time your worry is unnecessary. People are worried about, if I fail, what will happen? You will start thinking. Consequence is being thought first. If I swim in the sea, I will sink and die. Let's die. No, anyway, one day you have to die. Why do you worry? If you don't know swimming, don't jump inside. Is it not? You decide, you know, yes, I can. If you can do it. If you don't know, don't do it. No. You don't know cooking. How do you learn cooking? Just try making sambar. It may not become sambar, it will become some other curry. No? Give a new name to that. Is it not? If you don't try, how do you learn? Whatever consequence comes, let us see at that point of time. Don't worry about the consequence now. Don't worry about the consequence now. Just try. And then if it happens, it is good. If it does not happen, no problem. You got a license to drive? The license is not for driving. License is for hitting. Nobody will ask you license if you are driving perfectly. Once you hit only, people will ask, do you have a license? Do you have insurance? Every paper is kept for making accidents only. Is it not? So once you have all papers ready, drive, you know. Why do you worry? And drive Yamaha only. Yamaha, no? Yamaha comes, you know, people are worried. The vehicle name itself is Yamaha. Don't worry about anything in your life. Have full confidence. That will come only with a good company. Many times what happens is you have a problem, you will tell your friend that I am scared. He will also add some more oil to that. He will say, yeah, it's very dangerous, no, you cannot drive. But assume you live in a world people say like this. Nothing happens, you go ahead. Your father says no. When you wanted to drive, the father will say, you know the consequences after driving. If you meet with an accident, finished, your life is lost. Younger age itself, you are trained to become like this. When we are on 9 months, 1 year, if a child is left on this place, the child will start climbing on this step. You know, father and mother, what they will do? No, don't climb, you are going to fall. Is it not? Every mother and father is worried about the child falling. You know why? It's not because the child will get pain. The father and mother is worried, if you fall, then who will take you to hospital? It's our headache taking you to hospital. That's a problem. And if the child do not learn by climbing, if the child do not learn by walking, how do they do this job, this work? People are scared. People are being fed with not having confidence. If the child is left alone, it will climb on this, it will also climb on this chair. But we will not allow. We will say, don't run, you will fall. Every father must have told their kids, don't run, you will fall. Is there any father who says you run and fall? Nothing happens, I will take care of you after. No, father will say, don't run, you will fall. You know why? And by the same father, when he wanted to smoke, he wanted a matchbox, he will say, better please run and get it. That time he will not fall. Is it not? Most of the father, when they wanted to do something, they will say, go and run and get it. I will say, don't drive, you will have accident. But assume there is a guest at home, and immediately you want sugar, the same father will say, take break, go buy and come. That time you won't follow. And you will also get confidence. Unless you put your hand in finger in water, decide to wet, you cannot swim. Decide that I am going to do this. Let me have a trial. If I fail, second time again I will try. If I fail, again I will try. People are not having confidence in attempting exams itself. How many of you will attempt a highest degree in your life? How many of you will try for the highest job in your life? You are scared. You think that no, I am not qualified, I don't pass, I don't get an IAS, I don't become an IPS. You will start grading yourself at lower and lower. Never try to do that. Try to look at what you can get at maximum in your life. Experience yourself. Trying out whatever possible you have. Nothing is going to lose. What is that you will lose? Assume that you finish the degree, you want to appear for interview. Why you are worried? People don't have confidence in attempting interview. Scared. Most of the time people will come and say that no, I am scared, I am not able to attend interview. How do I prepare? These are all many questions comes to. Why do you worry? It's a rare chance for you to get interviews. Because you cannot meet the head of the institutions just like this. You want to meet 3 heads of the institutions, 3 experts. Can you meet? Going and meeting them, they will never give you appointment. They have many jobs. You just apply for a job, they will call you, no? It's a wonderful chance to meet wise people like this. And what can happen maximum? You may not get a job. Don't get a job, no. Why do you worry? If you don't get a job, what is the problem? If you don't get a job, it is good. You can get another job. If you get into a job, you lost many jobs in your life. If you get into a job, you lost many chances. If you don't get a job, you have many chances to get. I went for an interview. I am a scientist in space department. For last 15 years, 16 years I was here. And I wanted to become director of an academic staff college in a university. Apply. 150 rupees is the fees. Rarely people will go from scientist job to academic field for teaching. I have a lot of passion for teaching. That's why I applied. And I have no teaching experience. I have only lecture experience like this. But thousands of them. But that is not an academic credit. People don't value it. As a teacher, I have no job done. Only I am a guest lecturer in many of the universities. But that cannot be considered as a credit. I know that I am not going to get the job. 100% sure. So why do I worry? I am sure that I am not going to get the job. With that confidence only I applied. Because that is in my hometown. I am from Kerala. My own old university. It's a rare chance to go to my university. And I know in the interview panel there is going to be 3 vice chancellors. Meeting a vice chancellor is very difficult. You don't get appointed. You will get disappointed. And then 150 rupees I can pay can get 3 vice chancellors in front of me. Wonderful chance, 50 rupees each only for charge. And half an hour anyway they will spend with me. At least 20 minutes they have to spend with me. So it's a wonderful chance to talk to the greatest academicians in my own state. And I learned all the biodata of those people, and I found that the university where I am going for interview, he is the chairman for that interview board. He is one of the greatest glaciologists in India. And I learned everything what he wrote about education system, about glaciology, all that I learned, and it's a wonderful chance to meet him. I went for interview, and they asked me, from a scientist job, I am going for a lower job actually, lower salary. Salary is 6,000 rupees less per month when I went for that. Then he asked me, why do you come for a lower job? I said, I have not come for job, I have come for interview. Whether I will come for job or not, it is you to decide. Have you decided already? I asked him. If you have decided, the question is perfect. So I will take it for granted, you have appointed me, I said. So they got stuck and I said, no. We have not appointed you. I am just asking why did you come for interview. So you ask me right question, I will give right answer. I said, rare chance to meet 3 vice chancellors and 3 vice chancellors are in front of you. That's why he came, I said. Because I am so cool, I have a job at hand. If I don't have a job also, I am cool. Because I know what to do in my life. What is that we want in our life? Little bit of food, a place to shelter, right now? That we have. If the God has given us birth, before giving birth itself, the God will give sufficient milk in the mother's breast. So if we have birth in this world, somehow we will live in this world. You don't have to worry. Whether you learn English, Malayalam, Sanskrit, all is useless for you. Without all that also people will live in this world. Only thing, you should have courage. You have taken birth, then you will live. That is definite in this world. And if you don't live also, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen to you, nothing is going to happen to the world also. Nobody is indispensable. People thought that if some great fellows will die, the whole world will collapse. Nothing is going to happen. So if we die, what is going to happen? Maybe our parents or somebody will cry for 2 days or 3 days. Next day they will also start eating masala dosa. As normal breakfast they will have. So you are not an indispensable fellow in this world. You are not very important in this world except for you. Is it not? Don't think that I am very important for my wife. If I am not there, she will know how to live with a better husband probably. So, why do you worry? You don't have to worry. I lost my father when I was 4 years old. Did I not survive? So you don't have to worry in this world. What will happen to you if something happens? Nothing. When we have every equipment well fitted, good eye, good ear, good hand, good leg, then still we are not able to do. And you can see people with half of them. No, still they will do much better. Today somebody was asking a question, who learned a degree from NIM, and she asked me a question. What is your opinion about disabled people? I said my eldest brother is deaf and dumb. Eldest brother is deaf and dumb. And when I was in university, I got the job of Director of Academic Staff College, and I was there for 1.5 years. I saw one English MA student, totally blind, wonderful student. Then I asked him, how do you, he regularly take book from the library. And he walks nearly 1.5 kilometers to meet me almost every week once. Somebody will bring him there. Otherwise he cannot even locate the place. Somebody will bring him to me. And then we'll have some discussions, and then I drop him back in the hostel. And every day he will have a big book with him. And I ask him, how do you read this? He says, I will stay in the veranda in the hostel. Whoever goes, I will ask him, brother, please read it for me. Because there are no sufficient novels in Braille. And then the fellow will read 1 page. And he will have no interest in reading some book. He will stop. And the next fellow whoever comes, please read it for me. And he will beg to people. You see, we have 2 eyes. We have sufficient time with us. We have every capability. Do we read? It's a problem with us. We have every capability, but we don't do. That attitude matters. If you have good attitude, you will be able to do many things in your life. If you don't have attitude, whatever is there with us, we will find some or other reasons for not performing in this world. Arjuna knows how to fight perfectly well. But when he reached the war field, He says, no, these are all my relatives. As if it has become relative overnight. Until yesterday, he didn't know that they are relatives or what. See, when he decided that he is going for war, the time when he was reaching in the war field, he knows the whole history of the people who are against him. Why he gives reasons? You know why? It just escapes. Confidence is not there. He feels he has got full ability, but he has no confidence. It's like we have in Mahabharata many stories like this, where Lord Krishna is only injecting confidence in him. You fight, nothing will happen. You let you die. You know that whole Gita says, if you die also nothing is going to happen. Do your job. If you live in this world and without doing anything, how does it matter? You die, no problem. What is going to happen? Same way you can see in Ramayana also confidence is being given. Hanuman have lot of strength, he can jump, but somebody has to tell him that you can jump. Then only you can jump. Is it not? And every monkey can jump 56 feet. You can see National Geographic, nice pictures will be there. From one tree to another tree, 56 feet it can jump. And we are supposed to be the next generation. You must be able to jump 57 at least. You know? Can we? We are not able to. You have seen squirrels? You know squirrels, you know? You should see squirrels jumping from plantain leaf to plantain leaf. I enjoy seeing that. So in plantain leaf, you know, the squirrel will start going. And the plantain leaf will start bending like this, swinging. And the squirrel will go back. And again it will strike. It will be again swinging. It has to jump to the next plantain leaf. You know, it will just compute. Calculations are done exactly. And it takes a trajectory motion. And that trajectory motion, how does it know how to compute this? Even Abdul Kalam doesn't know how to compute this. Your missiles are trajectory motions only. But that exactly landing in the exact place, because if it just lands slightly different direction, it will fall down. But it will never fall. It's just driven by its confidence. If you have no confidence, it cannot jump. That's why we cannot do anything. We have lot of capability, but we cannot do just because we are worried, scared. We think of consequences. What will happen if I do? If I don't do, what will happen? If you don't do, nothing is going to happen. If you do only, there is something wrong can happen, right now. If I don't give lecture, what is wrong? Nothing wrong. I can eat well and sleep at home. How does it matter? If I start giving lecture, there can be some errors. Somebody will start writing emails to me telling your English is very bad. I am not teaching English anywhere. And English is not my language. English is not my mother tongue, it is an other tongue. And I am not having other tongue as English also. My English is not good, so I am talking in Manglish only. And you don't understand because you don't know English, you know only English. Telugu mixed English. Right? So how does it matter? Don't worry how others are looking at you. If you start worrying about how others are looking at you, you cannot live in this world. If every point when you take steps you are worried how others will look at me, how others will start feeling. Others have no time to think about you. Is it not? Whatever you are worried, it's only your worry. In a classroom, that lecturer will start giving class. And he may also scold somebody. But the lecturer will forget, but you will never forget. Because you have nothing else to think. Assume that you get another bulldozer from your mother next time. Then you will forget about lecturer, you will start thinking the mother is the biggest ghost in the world. And assume that day evening the father gives another dosage. Then you will forget about the mother's scolding, the father will become the biggest enemy for you. This keeps on changing because we have nothing else in this world. And we don't have anything else to think that others will create a problem, you will start thinking your own problems. That's where your confidence will lose, and that's what is called as self-confidence. Self-confidence is good. Ahangaram, that's its meaning. Ahangaram means I know what I can do, I know what I cannot do. That's what is self-confidence. People will say that you don't have self-confidence. Everybody has self-confidence. But people have wrong information on what I can do, wrong information on what I cannot do. How do you gain confidence? These are all good to say. How do you gain confidence? Assess yourself how good you are. First to think what you should do. For what? Performing this. I wanted to do this. I wanted to become this. How confident you are in attaining that? Write down yourself. Take a paper. Write down what you wanted to do. I wanted to get this job. At what age? At this age I am here. At 30 I am going to be this. 35 I am going to be this. 40 I am going to be this. Draw a graph. Career graph in your life. And then decide to get this job, to do this performance, how much qualification I have today, how much ability, skill I have, what will be the opportunity in the land during that time. I do a course in biotechnology, but today only I can think about biotechnology. 20 years back, can I think of doing biotechnology course? Because there was no biotechnology course. Opportunities are not there. If opportunities are not there, whatever you do become useless. If there is an opportunity, try to jump there and then keep your goal. Keep on changing your goal because world opportunities will keep on changing. If you don't change your goal according to opportunity, what you are doing become useless for you. Your skill will become useless. Opportunity keeps changing, therefore your skill also should mold accordingly. And then see, to get this job, how much confidence I have. Assess yourself. You will feel that, okay, I have only 20%, 30%, 40%, not one. Try to do 3-4 different options. Get this goal, this much confidence I have. For this goal, this much confidence I have. For this goal, this much confidence I have. Keep assessing yourself, your ability, and then see how good you are to fit into this. You should assess your confidence level first. And if you don't have confidence, what is the reason? Analyze it. Is it because I don't have skill? I want to drive from this place to Delhi by driving car on the road. That's my goal. What is the capability I should have? I should learn swimming. Driving first. I should have a good vehicle first. And then I should know the route first. I will know driving. I will have a vehicle also. But if I am going through an unknown route, I will lose confidence sometimes. Is it not? So I should by heart the path. That's what is essential. So I should have 3 parameters in front of me. How good I am in driving? Oh, I am good in driving. Next, do I have a car which is very good? If I don't have a good car, I will lose my confidence. So make your car perfect. Your opportunity, make it perfect. Then, do I have sufficient knowledge about the roads? If I don't have learned that perfectly, if I learn every road perfectly, do I have a problem in driving? I will not have. So identify what is that you are lacking. For a goal to achieve, to perform something, what is that you are lacking? Identify your lacuna and then try to fill it up. That is in your hand. What we do generally, we don't do anything. We just start thinking, what should I do? I cannot do it. Yeah, what should I do? I cannot do it. You always think about problem. We will never think about solution. If you don't think about solution, who is going to solve your problem? Is it not? So always try to split a big problem into smaller problems. Try to split a problem into smaller problems. Then you will be comfortable. Now assume you wanted to go from this place at 8:30. You don't have confidence in auto driver. What do? You will have a person along with you who have confidence with you, right? Assume you have confidence but your friend do not have confidence. Then what will happen? You are in doubt whether you can or not. Then finished. The second person will add it. And then you will have more problems. So who is with you? That matters most of the time. So always to get more confidence, good attitude, perform well, add more skill, get into opportunities, you should have good company. So most important factor in gaining attitude, attending skill, attaining skill, trying out, creating opportunity is just because you have people along with you. Most important is you should have good people with you. If you have bad people with you, finished. Even though you can perform, he will make you to not to perform. You may be very good, but he will make you not good. Assume that you are a good student, but you reach into a very bad educational institution. You will come out the worst fellow. So it's more essential to have a good people around you so that you can perform well. Not in academic alone. At home you should have good company. That's what I said. We are good. All child is born to be creative. All child is born to be creative. We all have got an instinct to do things perfectly. We are very good. Our emotions will tell, do this, do this. We will jump into action. Then the buddhi will say, don't do this. Because we have been educated not to perform most of the time. We are educated not to perform. That's the biggest problem. Most of the software industries you can see. All engineers, all IT people, all of them are educated to do wonderful job. But once you join in the company, they will say, don't do all this. We will tell you what to do, only do that. No experimentation is permitted. You are supposed to do this project, do this only. Many people will join as scientists. I am a scientist. After joining, we think, we can think anything and do whatever we want. No. You can do, but you will never get promotion. If you want to get promotion, you want to get salary, do only what boss says. He may be a donkey, just follow the donkey. And how he become boss? Just because he have taken birth a little earlier than us. No other difference. There is no difference between his brain and our brain. The only problem is he will drive you only that path we should go. And people are creative by birth, but we have been tuned not to become creative. We wanted to try out many things, but we are told that no, don't do this. Assume that you don't know cooking at all at home, a day nobody is there, and you cannot even parcel from some other hotel. What do? You will start experimenting and making something yourself, and that become a creative career. But assume you are learned how to cook. Can you make a different curry in your life? You can make only one curry. What you have learned only you will prepare. Is it not? So try to become creative. And that instinct is there in us, but we have been trained not to become creative. That's what generally people say, you have only two options. Try to be ease. Very easily you can do things. Where you become naturally you can do things. But assume you get educated, you become uneasy. Uneasy is not becoming easy. Easy thing is when you are creative, uneasiness comes when you are getting more educated. We have been trained to do this. Every animal is very easy. Whenever it wants to go for 1, 2, 3, no problem, it can go. But we cannot. We have been trained. No, don't do it here. Don't do it there. No. Is it not? And when you wanted to eat, no, people will say, eat only at 3 o'clock and 1 o'clock. You have been programmed like this. A very strict disciplinarian. 8 o'clock you should have breakfast, 6 idli. 1 o'clock you should have 150 grams of rice. What a stupid body is this? Is it the equipment? Do you think every day same style? And every thinking process requires energy. Can you decide how much idli you can eat tomorrow, today itself? We cannot. We need to take what we want at that point of time. But we have no options. So in life we have been programmed in such fashion, and when we go just out of that program we are scared. Because before writing the examination we don't know how much mark we will get. But already mark is decided. The student should get 100 out of 100. You cannot get more, you cannot get less. The result is this much. And you have a statistics with you. Because last year, in this school, in this examination for mathematics, 96% is the top. Even if you study 100%, you will not get, because you have a statistics which says 96% only you will get. And all the evaluators, all the teachers are also decided, this much only you will give. The other time I was doing an MPhil education paper. After MEd, after BEd, MEd, then MPhil in education. That paper I was evaluating. It's not my paper. Somebody else is supposed to evaluate. And then he was very lazy. And he said, can you evaluate? I like to evaluate. It's a nice chance to evaluate people. No? A subject which you don't know. So you will read 30 answer sheets. If you read, you will learn the subject. It's the easiest way. And same answer, 3 different types. If you read, you will know everything. So I said, yeah, I will evaluate. And then he asked me, no, you should give only this much mark. How do you say this? You have not seen those students. You have not seen those papers. How do you decide this much mark only you can give in prior? No, I will give 100% also if it is perfectly good. And then you don't even have to evaluate. 3 papers, if you evaluate the next paper, you know by looking at how much mark you will get. Because the way people will write, shows how much confidence they have. If you are full confident, the way of writing your handwriting will change. Your answering style will change. If you have got education, all that will be inbuilt in whatever activity you are doing. A driver while driving, you will know whether he is full confident or not, right? If he has no confidence, we will be able to evaluate him. The stopping, when he is putting brake, all that we can evaluate and say how confident he is. So while performing, you should have good confidence, then you will be able to perform well. Your skill matters, but the attitude matters much more. If you have more attitude, and you will be able to perform well. So it's essential to have lot of internal feeling that yes, I can do it. And also feel that if you cannot do, not that we can do everything in the world. We cannot do everything in the world. We are not the greatest fellows in the world. Are we greatest fellows? There is a philosopher who was going on the seashore, and he saw a small boy making a small hole, and then from the sea he takes one spoon of water and then puts inside this hole. There is a small hole made in the sand, and the small boy goes in the sea, takes one spoon of water and then pours inside. And the philosopher asked, are you a mad fellow? What is that you are trying to do? No, I am trying to make the whole sea inside this hole. I wanted to transfer the whole water in the sea to this hole. Are you crazy? That is what you are also trying to do. The whole education in the world you wanted to? Is it possible? Everybody who starts learning thinks that the whole education is going to be with us. When you do master's degree, you feel that no, I am going to be master of this subject. Where is the master? Once you have a master's degree, you will know that you don't know anything in that field. That is master's degree. And when you do PhD, you will know you don't know anything in this world. Permanent head dimension. That's PhD. A PhD in math. My subject is mathematics. I have a PhD in mathematics. Close up to physics. Fluid mechanics is my subject. Mechanics is my PhD. After learning, I understood that I don't know anything in this world. Permanently head damage. Perspiration, humiliation and degradation. And in mathematics we say, PhD is knowing more and more about less and less. You will know only a little bit of the subject, but that subject you will know everything. Knowing more and more about less and less is PhD. Doctorate is that. Knowing more and more about less and less. You will know only that subject, but about that you will know everything. Now you extend it to infinity. Everything small you extend it to zero. That's what mathematics people do. Knowing more and more will become infinity. Knowing infinity about less and less will become nothing. After PhD you don't know anything. That's what matters. You don't know anything. That's what happens. So most of the time we think that we will know everything, but after that learning you will feel you don't know anything. And many people will lose confidence when you have no knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you will be able to do well. Now you ask my son to drive a car, he will just drive because you don't know the traffic of Hyderabad. He has driven only on the ground and he knows how to drive perfectly well. He thinks everything he can. When you have a different system, you will have a problem because if you don't know the situation. I have a good friend who came from America. While driving, he was saying it's very difficult to drive in India because when we drive, a lot of vehicle is coming on the other side. Because in America and all, when you drive, only vehicle will go in one side, the other side vehicle will go in the other side. Only one road means only one side. See, I am losing confidence because many vehicles are coming on the other side. That's his problem. I said, we lose confidence if no vehicle is coming from the other side. Because if there is no vehicle coming from other side, we guess there is some problem in the city. And you cannot drive on that day. Fine? So the situation is entirely different. What you are trained, that is how you will become tomorrow. So don't try to train yourself. Lot of worries inside. You can see people know lot of worries every day. While getting into railway station, not worry. No? If the train misses, what will happen? If the train misses, no. Wonderful, you can go back home. It's a nice chance. Rarely only you can do that. When you go to railway station, you are supposed to go in the train, catch the train and go. That's what regularly happens. One fine chance you will get, no. It's a rare chance. How much it costs? Everything rarely when you do, you will enjoy that. Oh, I missed the train, so go back home. What is going to happen in the world? If you miss a train, you don't attend a marriage, no problem. You don't attend the class for one day. Oh, you reach the bus stop, you miss the bus. You are not able to go to college. Wonderful, no, go to cinema theatre. Enjoy. Why do you worry? Does it matter to you? One day missing class? Doesn't matter. The professor will scold. Here, no, it's a wonderful chance. Every day you are not listening. Once in a while, let him also enjoy, no, scolding. Is it not? Every moment you should enjoy your life. Don't find reasons for not enjoying. Find reasons for enjoying. If you start finding reasons for not enjoying, you will have trouble in your life. A wife comes and tells me, I am so upset. My husband makes the house so dirty. And what do? I ask. I clean every day. Wonderful, no? You are enjoying cleaning. If somebody do not make it dirty, how do you enjoy cleaning? Once you clean in your life and the house is very neat, can you enjoy next day? Somebody has to make it dirty. The husband is enjoying making it dirty. Let him enjoy. You are cleaning it, you are enjoying. So both are enjoying. What is the problem? So life, you have to see it slightly different. Don't worry about what happens and what somebody else thinks. If I don't perform, what will happen? You don't have to worry all that. But always people will find fault. Either you do it right or don't do it right. People will find fault. That's no problem. The father will say, why you don't study well? You see your neighbor? No, my colleague's daughter, no, she studies wonderfully well. Why you are not studying? Then you should ask a question back. You see your colleague's wife so beautiful, why your wife is not beautiful? Now if you start comparing, you should start compare everything, no? Is it not? You cannot compare people. I am your product and that is somebody's product. So product will vary. Why do you worry? And everyone wanted their son to be engineers, doctors, and who will become patient tomorrow? There has to be some patience. Is it not? So don't worry. Life is like this. Everything is essential. Everything cannot be perfect in this world. If everything is perfect, the world will not run. In Rama Rajyam is supposed to be everything perfect, right? And Sita and Rama was roaming around. And Sita asked, why Rama, in your kingdom also there are beggars, there are robbery happening. You are not a good king. You are supposed to make everybody rich. Then Rama said, no, don't teach me how to rule the country. No, I know how to rule the country. There has to be beggars, there has to be poor people, there has to be sufferers, there has to be smugglers. Everybody is required, equally constituted well. Otherwise the world will not run. Then they had a big argument. Then with lot of force, whenever wife says, husband has to listen. Otherwise problem will be. Okay, then she says, okay, fine. You want? Yeah, everybody will become rich now. So Rama says, everybody become rich. Few months passed. In the kingdom of his palace, the Sita's sitting place, there was a leaking from the roof. Water was pouring. Then she called, what king you are? You are not able to repair this. See, nobody is coming for the work. The workers are not there. Why? If you don't work also, you are sufficiently fed. When people will work? Nobody will work if everybody gets everything in this world. So people have to have problems in this world. When you have problems only, you will know. And problems only will make you stronger. If everything is perfect, I will drive. And any fool can drive, no? You will say, no, let the road be like an airport road. No, the runway. No vehicle should come in the opposite direction. My vehicle has to be perfect. If you don't know driving also, you can drive now in such roads. When road have got every difficulty, your vehicle have problems, still if you drive, you are a wonderful driver. Have you seen the old taxis in the city? The driver have no complaint. The road is very bad. Still he will enjoy driving. Wonderful, no? You have problems. You have lot of problems because you have new car. When you are driving, if the other auto fellow comes in the opposite, if make a small scratch, tension. Why? Because you have a new car. That's a problem. If your car is very old, already lot of scratches are there. When the auto fellow drives and makes one more scratch, do you have any problem? You will have no problem. So your problem is you are more perfect. So in your life, when your car is having scratch, don't repair it. You have met with an accident, don't repair your vehicle. If you repair, you will lose your confidence in taking it. If you don't prepare, you can drive and hit anywhere. Anywhere. Is it not? So life has to be seen slightly different. Take it very easy. Don't take it very serious. The whole life becomes very serious. Ultimately, what is going to happen? We will die one day. Right now, nothing is going to change in this world. Do have a goal, try to reach there. But not with the tensions. Not considering it as a big problem in life. Then the life itself becomes problem. You cannot find solutions in your life. Don't take it into a big problem and you get inside a problem. Many people will say, I am in a problem. What do people say? I am in a problem. Whenever there is a problem, we will say, I am in a problem. That's the biggest loss of confidence. You will lose confidence when you are in a problem. If you are not in a problem, you will have full strength. Right now? So what do you say when you are in a problem? I am in a problem. Is there any problem bigger than you? How can you get inside a problem then? If problem is only small, is there any problem which is bigger than you? So you cannot get inside a problem because problem is small. So whenever there is a problem, don't say that you are in a problem. What do you say? Problem is in you. What is the problem? Problem is in me. Don't say that I am in a problem. Change that word. Problem is in me. So where is the problem? Problem is in you. So what is that you should do? Remove the problem. How do you remove problem? Take two bottles of water, drink, go to bathroom, flush it and come back and say no problem. What do you say? What do you say? No problem. Whenever there is a problem, you say no problem. What do you say? No problem. If you jump into water, no problem. Somebody will take you out. If nobody takes, what is the problem? Finished, that's the last problem. So both ways there is no problem. You will drink a lot of water, no problem. Okay, you are hitting somebody while driving. After hitting, you say no problem. Insurance will settle. Okay, but he may not wait for insurance settling. He will hit you. You say no problem. You hit me. Okay, so keep repeating the word no problem. That will give you a lot of confidence in life. Whatever happens, no problem. Whatever you eat, no problem. Assume that you get one glass of water. You start looking at it, whether it is dirty or not. You drink, you will have stomach problem tomorrow. But assume you drink as it is, you have no problem. Because your body is getting adjusted to situations. A person who drinks only distillery water every day, let him drink the pipe water one day, he will have sore throat, he will have dysentery, all the problems will start coming. We will have no problem because we are tuned to live in this world. So every problem is a problem because you are tuned to that. Whenever whatever happens, you just keep on telling, no problem. Tomorrow is examination, you go for a movie. Don't read, enjoy. You say, no problem. I am going to fail, no problem. Because you can write again. You are at the bus stop, you missed the bus. You say, no problem. Because getting into bus, you will miss many buses. When you get into a bus, you miss many buses. Once you miss a bus, you get many buses, which is good. Missing a bus is good. Is it not? Once you miss a bus, you can get any bus which is coming. If you get into a bus, you may miss many buses, which is good. Don't marry. Once you marry, finished all chances in your life. Okay. So you have many chances in life. Think life is slightly different in this world. You will enjoy your life. Don't create unnecessary tension. Don't create problems of yourself. You have lot of strength in you, but we are not using it. You can see people are pulling vehicles on their hair, pulling vehicles on their teeth, pulling vehicles by putting nails over here and then put a string and then pull it. And his neck and skin and our neck and skin is one and the same, no difference. But what we don't have is the confidence. Assume that each one of us, maybe here it is slightly difficult for us if we don't have practice. But on the back muscle, if somebody can put a hook and Swaraj Mazda is connected, you can also walk slowly and the Mazda will follow you. We also have that much strength, but we don't know that we have that much strength. We have not been trained to do that. It's only difficult. But try to do this in your life, not this, but try to do whatever you wanted to do. Create a graph. You try to achieve at the highest goal. Evaluate yourself how much confidence I have in achieving that. And you will find that every day you start evaluating. After a week, look at whether for this doing this, what is the qualification required, how much I gained. Then you will improve yourself and you will become better. This is the message I have to tell you. But if you have some questions, probably I can answer them.